Welcome back. In our previous video, we have seen we add two drives of 128 GB and 128 GB, and we were able to combine these two drives as one single drive, and we were able to make it as one big 256 GB drive. There is another concept in Windows in the same disk management. When you convert any basic disk to dynamic disk, these are the features which are automatically enabled. You have features like spanned volume, striped volume, RAID 5, mirrored volume. All these features are only enabled when you convert basic disk to dynamic disk. These features have come since Windows 2000 and it is still continuing in all the Windows operating system till now. Let us discuss about mirroring. When you create a mirrored volume in Windows 11, what will happen is, if you have copied a data A, this particular data will be copied here, data A. Even if one of the drive fails, the data whatever available in another drive, it will be intact. It will be available until both the data is lost or both the drives are malfunctioning because of hardware issues. In span drive, what happened was, these drives, if one of the drive fails, this drive, even though this is good, it will become unrecoverable and all your data will be lost in the span drive configuration. In mirrored drive configuration, the data will be copied to another drive and you will have the data intact. The same data will be copied to another drive. The capacity at any given point of time, it will be always 128 GB because the other drive will be used for mirroring. This you can use for copying the data. In case you have very critical data and you wanted to take the backup, you can simply convert the basic disk to dynamic disk and enable the mirroring so that all your data will be intact. Only problem is, these disks which I have converted, it will be available only on your Windows operating system. Because these disks are converted from basic to dynamic, it will be available only on your Windows operating system, which is Windows 11 Professional and above, or Windows Server operating system. You need to connect these disks to any of the operating system and you will be able to view the content of the drives. So let us go back to the disk management and see how we will be able to configure the mirrored volume in Windows 11 Professional. So I'll go to the disk management. You can see here I have two disks of the same capacity, 128 GB. I will configure the mirroring, and if you notice, these two disks are basic disk. You can convert by right-clicking to dynamic disk. You can select one disk at a time and convert to dynamic disk, or else in the process of configuring mirrored volume, you will be able to convert from basic to dynamic. So let us create a mirrored volume and click next. Select the disk which you wanted to use for mirrored volume. I am selecting disk 3. Click on add. Click next. And you have an option to assign the drive letter, or you can assign mount point. I will assign drive letter this time. Let me click on next. You have an option to select the file system. I will keep all the information as default. Only I will change the volume label as mirrored. Click on perform a quick format so that the format will be quick and it doesn't take much time. Finish. You can read the summary, which will be very useful, and finish. As I said, it is asking me to convert the basic disk of these two disks into dynamic disk. Click on yes. I have converted the disks from basic disk to dynamic disk, which you can see here. Now it is showing as mirrored. These two are mirrored volume. So whatever data you copy here, the same data will be mirrored here. Let us try and copy some data and see what will happen if we remove one of the disk from the disk management. I will go to the folder and select the drive, F drive. To make things simpler, what I will do is I will copy some data to the mirrored volume. I have copied some data here. As I said, whatever you copy here, this will be copied to another disk as well. I'll make this disk as offline. So this disk is now offline and it is having failed redundancy, and this disk is also showing failed redundancy because one of the drive which was part of the mirror is failed. But this disk is online. Let us see and confirm whatever data we copied to the mirrored volume, it is intact or it is not available. Let me go to the F drive and see. You are able to see the files and folders, whatever you have copied. Show more options, refresh, and the F drive is available. Unless you make this drive also offline, the data will not be available. See, both the drives are offline now. You don't see the F drive here. But if you make the drive online again, one of the drive, if you make online again, the drive will come as a foreign disk. As I said, whenever there is a failure of one of the disk and your operating system has crashed and you wanted to recover your data, you have to connect this particular disk, whatever you have converted from basic disk to dynamic disk, attach these disks to another laptop or desktop where Windows 11 Professional or higher operating system is running, or Windows Server operating system is running, and you will be able to see your content. I have to click import foreign disk. Okay. Then this is the same thing what you have to do when you remove and connect to another computer. So I'll make this also as online. Before making this online, let me see if the F drive is visible. See, this drive is visible and all the contents are also available. Let me make the another drive also online. So I have made the another drive as online, but still it is showing as foreign drive. What I have to do is I have to import foreign disk. OK. And I'll select OK. Because these two disks were part of mirroring. It has automatically recognized and it has come back to the redundant state, which is mirrored state. Now your data will be available when you open the F drive. So all your data and all the contents are available. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the content, please subscribe. Thank you and take care.